All right, guys, welcome to the Git Bit Podcast, podcast for blurs, for nerds. If you have a fandom, you are always welcome here. I'm most Will Buchanan, of course, the man to my right, your left, depending on how your screen's flipped. I wonder what introduction he has today. So, what do you got, Joe?
Aggressively biased yet fair Green Lantern fan, Joe Tonello.
This is going to be fun. With that being said, guys, just like the changing of hands in the WWE, we are no longer going to be worried about the PTC because, when has the Parents Television Council ever did anything right for us? Because they're going after Deadpool and Logan on Disney Plus now. If you don't want your kids to watch it, don't watch it. Aside from that, we're just going to go ahead and hop on into it. So,
one thing they've done for us.
What's that?
Live action. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
Still doesn't make up for the fact they complain about everything else. Still doesn't. But I see your point. You make a point. You do make a point. But speaking of points, guys, we are post San Diego Comic-Con. As you can probably tell, it really wasn't a how can I put this ever so nicely? It was not a competition. Yes, it was great to see Warner Brothers come out and show a few things that we're actually going to show you now. We're going to show you in about the next few minutes. But it is undisputed what Marvel did on Saturday with their panel. And how can we say this ever nicely, Joe? Completely just said Black Adam who?
Curb stomp.
Yeah, pretty much curb stomp. It was a curb stomp. It was a beatdown of epic proportions. But with that being said, we did want to give every trailer its due. So, of course, we're going to start with DC because there's really not a lot of them. Again, this is one of the bright lights in DC. And we're talking about Shazam! Fury of the Gods, which is the trailer we're going to show now.
I'm an idiot.
It's showtime!
I don't deserve these powers, if I'm being honest. Like, what am I even contributing? Ow! There's already a superhero with a red suit with a lightning bolt on it. Aquaman is literally huge and he's so manly. And Batman is so cool. And I'm just me. I feel like a fraud. It doesn't matter. Anyway, the wizard gave me superpowers. And then everybody got superpowers. Where's everyone going?
To fight crime? Okay.
Now everyone's kind of like doing their own thing, and I'm the only one trying to keep it together.
You understand I'm a pediatrician, right?
Come on!
Now let's get down to business.
Listen to me, Billy. The fate of your world depends on it. The daughters of Atlas are coming for you.
Children stole the power of all the gods. This is very personal, Billy.
Look, I might not have as much experience as you because I'm not super old like you, but I've seen all of the Fast and the Furious movies, lady. It's all about family. Family! Guys, that was a signal.
Introducing the star of our show. His name is Shazam! Now let's get down to business.
Your world will not survive this.
I don't know how we fight powers like this.
You think I know how to fix this, dude, but I really don't.
Billy, everyone can be worthy. Let's give it a chance. Now go fight for your family. Go fight for the world.
Hurry, step right up. You wouldn't want to be anywhere else in the world right now.
I just threw a truck at a dragon. I love my life.
Let's get down to business. Let's get down to business. Can I get a witness?
Okay, so that was Shazam! Fury of the Gods. It seems like they're keeping a lot. Don't get me wrong, Helen Mirren and Lucy Liu coming into it does actually give it a lot more flair. But, I mean, there was really nothing wrong with Shazam. The first movie was great. I'm assuming the second movie, the sequel this Christmas, is going to be just as great. But, Joe, any thoughts on that?
I mean, first one was just Magical Goonies.
Still, but Goonies is always accepted. Well, I don't know. Kids after 2000, after year 2000 may not know who the Goonies. Well, scratch that. Kids after 97 may not know who the Goonies are.
Again, we're gonna go back to Principal Skinner of is my so out of touch? No, it's the children who are wrong.
It's the children who are wrong. But
no, this one looks fine. My money is always going to be on Dame Helen Mirren. You just know better.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those fights where it's like it's down to, I don't know, Hulk Hogan, Macho Man Randy Savage in their 80s prime, and Dame Helen Mirren. Ooh. Your money, the smart choice, is Dame Helen Mirren.
Just let me tell you something, Shazam. You're gonna come down here with the. I'm sorry, that's gonna stick with me for a while, but I almost went to Macho Man when I really shouldn't have. That's gonna kill my voice. But no, I did like the fact that number one, they did shy away from Ezra Miller's Flash, did not show his face. They did show Jason Momoa, and they showed Batfleck, which very quickly for all those, because we are going. This is DC news that was just released as of today that I did want to cover very quickly. That yes, they did show Jason Momoa, but they showed Batfleck. What I mean by that is in Aquaman 2, which is Aquaman: The Lost Kingdom, Ben Affleck will reprise his role as, of course, Bruce Wayne / Batman. In this, as it was said from Jason Momoa's Instagram, Bruce and Arthur, love you, miss you, Ben. Just toward the back lot, can't wait for Aquaman 2. So
you know what this tells me?
The Snyder Boys are going to come out in full force again?
No, all the Amber Heard parts are now Ben Affleck parts.
No, not too soon. That's good. It's not too soon at all. That's good. I guess Bruce Campbell didn't get the role. But no, I like that. I mean, if there is a way to... Actually, it's a very smart way to salvage. I mean, not to say that Aquaman 2 needs salvaging or readjusting, but if you really think about it, removing Amber Heard and adding Batman to it does do one of two things. It does take away the stink that is Amber Heard off the movie. Ben Affleck, for all intents and purposes, was actually a good Batman. I wasn't mad about him. I wasn't mad. I still think that, Snyder writing and directing actually made it worse. But I know as him as the character, I got no issue with. And of course, Jason Momoa playing Aquaman in this one is great too. So it's basically a win-win across the board.
Yeah, they are trying to make up whatever ground they can because they did not turn out well. And honestly, it's not really their fault.
No.
Just outside sources prevented DC from having a stronghold in San Diego Comic-Con. They're not going to touch the Flash stuff. I guarantee you that was supposed to be their tentpole, not Black Adam, and Ezra Miller has pretty much crippled that movie almost beyond existence. Like, It's Deathstroke shooting out Bart Allen's knee mid-run at this point.
Pretty much.
The Amber Heard thing, they're trying to calm that down as much as possible. All they got right now is Black Adam and all the animated series that got announced.
Yeah.
Which is the Superman. I don't know why Batman Superman has title on this, but it's Batman Superman Battle of the Super Sons, which is that full CG movie.
Yeah.
50-50 on that. Ruby Cross Justice League is coming out, which if you're a Ruby fan like I am, that's fantastic. The book was great. I love the fact that Barry Allen's mother's semblance is to know whenever another person has childhood trauma involving their parents.
Pretty much.
No, literally, that's what her semblance is. If you have mom or dad problems, she knows. She also has a pet turtle named Speedy.
Oh,
we have the next couple of actual Tomorrowverse movies too, which is Batman: The Doom That Came to Gotham, which I have no idea what that is, but I think it's a prominent Batman story.
The Doom That Came to Gotham?
I think so. The Legion of Superheroes, because that's still a thing. Justice League Warworld, and it has been confirmed they are working on a second Justice Society film because the first one actually went over real well.
Yeah, what'd you get? But that's cool though for DC because DC's always been. I will say this outside of Aquaman, Shazam, and it's like DC's always had, and Wonder Woman. I completely forgot. Although Wonder Woman 84 was a little questionable, but
no, it was not a good movie. The thing that also gets me is they brought no news for Blue Beetle or Batgirl.
I don't think there is.
No, they brought no news. So like,
no, what I'm saying is I don't think they have any updates.
Which is weird because Batgirl was supposed to come out last week.
Yeah, and it probably got pushed back. But that's what I'm saying though. It's just the whole thing of just. I'm saying that with Batgirl, which again highly anticipated, of course, with Brendan Fraser playing Firefly in it. So I think that's still getting. Tooled. I don't think. You know what I think it is. I think that they want to pull an Ezra Miller from the DC showcase that they did when he was, he looked high as a kite.
I guarantee no one was going to show up that high.
Right. But I'm saying is they didn't want to show up empty-handed. I guess they didn't want to sit there and be like, oh well, we would have a trailer, but we're still filming and we don't have anything to show you because we're still filming. And it's like that whole nonchalant, hey man, it is what it is kind of thing. It just didn't. I mean, I don't think DC wants that. So I think it's better to have nothing. It's better to have nothing for Batgirl. It's better to have nothing for Blue Beetle, but let them gestate on their own. Especially when you think about the fact of when we cover what we're going to cover with Marvel. When Marvel came out with all that stuff, I think it would have got lost. I think it would have got lost in the Marvel onslaught if DC released that information because. DC released Black Adam and Shazam, and nobody was talking about Black Adam after Saturday. That's just being honest. But speaking of DC, before we move on to the other side of Marvel and the fact of they just completely killed San Diego Comic-Con, me and Joe did actually watch the latest Green Lantern Beware My Power. If you haven't seen it, it's actually available right now, and here's the trailer for it.
Hey, intruder!
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
I have pointy ones too.
Look.
Who are you? How did you get a ring?
My name is John Stewart, and if I told you, you wouldn't believe me. What the hell? At last, I found you.
John Stewart of Earth.
What?
You possess singular will. Welcome to the Green Lantern Corps.
After years of bloody war, the Owen security net was disabled. Hal Jordan and millions of Thanagarians died that day. They will pay.
Well, she's fun.
Sinestro thrives on chaos and death.
Get ready for a fight. Annihilate them.
I've been up against that kind of barrier my whole life. It hasn't stopped me yet.
Okay, so that was actually the trailer for Green Lantern Beware My Power. It's actually out right now. Joe, I'm going to let you go first because I know you had a lot of thoughts on this one.
This movie, as a Green Lantern movie, was good, but I am severely confused by a number of things. First and foremost, I want to know why DC is very afraid of putting Kyle Rayner first and forward and taking his stories and giving them to other people. Like, John Stewart has some very prominent stories in Green Lantern. Very, very prominent ones that are still called upon to this day. I do not understand why they have to take other Lantern stories and adapt them to his.
Safety.
So, like, Ron Benegar, he has nothing to do with.
Right. I would say like this because I thought that too when I saw the Ron and Thangar story. I'm like, he wasn't. I'm first and foremost. I was like, he wasn't there. That's not his story. But It kind of, but it's like the one thing about DC, which they do very well with animated stories, but they play it so safe. It's like, let's take a story that's well known, but let's swap it with someone else. It's almost as if it's almost as if this was supposed to be. I'm not gonna say a cash grab. I don't want to say it's a cash grab, but it's so safe to the point to where it's foolproof. It's like how can they not like this? It's Jon Stewart. Our facts are. Our research group says everybody wants to see Jon Stewart. Everybody wants to see Jon Stewart as Green Lantern. So we got to give him this story. Even though we don't want to use one of his stories, let's use one of the more popular stories from a different Green Lantern and just adapt it to him. And I'm thinking to myself, and I was like you. I looked at it, I was like, that's not his origin story at all. But at the same time, it's almost as if they don't want to. It's almost as if they don't want to take risks.
Like Emerald Twilight, Emerald Dawn, Kyle Rayner's story. We're on Thanagar War, Kyle Rayner's story.
Right.
To a degree, the Sinestro Corps War is mostly about Hal and Kyle. It's John's there. I'm not going to argue that, but John's defending.
But not as prominent. But he's not as prominent. He's not as prominent in that story.
Like the biggest thing that bothers me on this is, and the Sinestro Corps in this is laughable at best. Like I picked out Sinestro and Lyssa Drac. Mm-hmm. I have no idea if that lizard dude was supposed to be our killer or not. I don't know why, and I have no problem with it. I love this series to death, but I want to know why Batman Brave and the Bold Conjaro was there. I have no idea who the pink shape-shifting dude is. I have no idea who the four-armed Goro knockoff was. Like, I can go pull out my Sinestro Corps War stuff. I have the war. I even have the Sinestro solo title. I can't find those guys.
But that's what I'm saying. It's literally, it's a safe. It's not a, how some stories, it's supposed to get your attention. It's supposed to, have you reading. It pulls you in. This feels like a borderline safe story with enough action to just keep you watching.
But, like, it's so easy to fix this movie and make it an actual Jon Stewart movie.
It is, but they won't take that
Jon
risk.
Jones is right there. You make it Cosmic Odyssey.
But they won't take that
risk. You make it the fall of Shang-Chi. You make him learn that because he didn't learn his power and did not believe in his power, he cost somebody their planet. Or you take the Sinestro Corps, you take them out, you make them Dark Stars.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Or you make it Mosaic World.
But here's the thing, though. Everything that you just described, from a comic book reader standpoint, is literally money. But the powers that be currently that is running the Warner Brothers animated side, which in this case is now Discovery, it's almost as if they're just running the slate just because this was already done before the deal was done for them to acquire Warner Brothers. So that's what I'm chalking this up to. I'm chalking this up to it's already been done. They're already putting it out there. They're just riding this out until they can actually go in and make adjustments.
The other thing that got me is, and we are doing part Hard Traveling Heroes.
Okay.
Which John was a part of. Why did we just not stay on there? And why did we not have, like, it turned out to be the Mad Guardian Ali Apsa behind everything, and it be an earthbound thing with Ollie and John in Detroit with Hawk Girl, which still works.
Yeah.
And then Adam Strange just beaming down. It's like, it's this dude. And then at the finale, we go to space. But
that is
I was really liking the first part of the movie where he's in Detroit.
Yeah.
And then it just jumps up there.
Makes no
we've
sense.
established already that this has moved forward significantly in the timeline of the Tomorrowverse because the Justice League is already established.
Right.
Already got Vixen on the team. John Jones, I think this is his first appearance in the Tomorrowverse, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, no, you're wrong. You're not, because at the time, because of the way they told the story, Batman was actually off on. That would have been well, no, that's right, because it was Tomorrowverse. Batman was gone for a while. Superman and Wonder Woman were gone for a while. So yeah, that's about right. That is right.
So and then Tim Daly being Cal Jordan / Parallax, I applaud that. It took me a moment to realize whose voice it was. It's like, oh, it's Justice League Superman.
Yeah.
Him being Parallax, I'm fine with that. Hal can be Parallax all he wants. As long as the dude dies at the end, I'm fine. Yes, I will be petty on some things. Them killing Sinestro, sure. I've seen Hal snap Sinestro's neck point blank. That man is no stranger to death and coming back.
Yeah.
And some of the line reads were not good in this movie. Like, just no, they were flat. Or they just did the first take.
It was more.
The Adam Strange thing was cool. I felt this is one of those movies where, much like the Justice League the Justice Society movie, they needed an Adam Strange short to kind of set some things up.
I wish they didn't because it was overloaded. You didn't really need the Adam Strange tie-in, but
no, I think you do because Adam Strange is such a niche character that Tom King writes him.
But it's just too much. It's like when you're telling an origin story, you don't need that much star power attached to it. That's just me.
That's just like at least a small primer, at least for Adam Strange, because he's so unknown that like a 5-minute intro of him with his wife, and then a Zeta beam catches him, and then we jump forward into the movie. Not bad. Very season 1 Justice League hot girl.
Yeah, raw and doesn't trust anybody. Yep.
Like I said, it's an acceptable Green Lantern movie, but I have problems with it because I am too close. I have too much knowledge of the material to really enjoy myself. I did enjoy myself, but I could enjoy myself to the extent I wanted to, like say with the last Legion of Superheroes Justice League movie with Jessica Cruz and Starboy.
Okay.
Like that was hands down one of my favorite Green Lantern movies.
So we have to develop a rating system. We need to develop a rating system for this. I'm with you on that.
John doesn't have that power with his ring.
The creation of blades or what?
No, he can't summon his ring to his finger.
Oh, well, yeah.
Literally only Kyle can, and that was only after he was Ion.
And the whole summoning the rings off, that was a different. But
no, actually, that what got proven in Sinestro Core War. If you can instill enough fear of a Green Lantern, you can take the ring off.
No, not Sinestro doing it. John actually calling the rings back to Hal.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, okay, that's new. But no, I mean overall it wasn't bad, but I still dig it.
Oh, John restoring the ring?
Yeah.
No, that's actually also from Kyle Rayner. In the first time he fights Parallax, he takes the ring off and crushes it, and Kyle uses his willpower to reconstitute the ring. So technically, he made the ring out of his own willpower long before Hal did.
See that right there, but. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm sorry.
I am an aggressive and biased Green Lantern fan, but I'm fair. I will say the movie was fine. I am just too close to the source material to fully enjoy it. I wish they had given John his due, given him his own stories rather than taken. I would have loved for it to have been Hard Traveling Heroes in Detroit with the Dark Stars, or Cosmic Odyssey, and find out that the Dark Stars are the ones that are controlling Shang-Chi, and John Jones and John Stewart has to do something, or you make it super trippy, like the Batman Soul of the Dragon, stick it in the 70s and make it Mosaic.
That was just funky. That was all the way
funky. Mosaic.
Batman Soul of the Dragon was all the way funky. I still love that movie. I still love that anime movie, but no, hey, at least you're not a Snyderverse fanboy, because ever since Batfleck got announced, they were like, restore the Snyderverse. And I feel like you guys are just going to keep...
No, they were restore the Snyderverse the night Jim Lee said we're done with Zack Snyder.
Yeah, but then again, I was done with Zack Snyder from Man of Steel. But I'm going to leave that one alone. But before we get into Marvel, there are two trailers we are going to show. This one, I'm surprised Amazon. Well, then again, I shouldn't be surprised with Amazon Prime with the success of The Boys and The Boys Diabolical. They are releasing another superhero movie. This one I actually had to do some research on because I remember the name of it, but I didn't remember what comic line was this from. But Sylvester Stallone is basically playing an older superhero in the movie called Samaritan. So here's the trailer.
Wait up! What are you doing with all this junk? Keeps me busy.
Another long night of crime and violence.
Some say it's only a matter of time before the city implodes.
I think we're finished here. Go on, beat it.
I found him. Samaritan.
Samaritan died 25 years ago.
That's what they say.
You think you live across from a superhero? Do you have a therapist, kid?
Good.
Samaritan's dead. I pick up garbage for a living, pal.
Samaritan cleans up the streets.
You mind your business, I'll mind mine.
I don't believe you! Are you okay?
I'm cool.
How strong are you?
Not as strong as I once was. Things start to fall apart when you stop caring. And I stopped caring a long time ago.
How come you hate who you are?
For some people, it's too late to change the damage they've done.
He's hiding something. I want him dead.
Really?
The things you buried tend to haunt you.
Why did you disappear?
Hey, old man!
Try this.
Come on!
Okay, so that was actually the trailer for Samaritan. Now, again, the name threw me off for a second just because I remembered it. It was actually a story that was done by Mythos Comics, and yes, if you're wondering, they're still out there for the world to see. But Joe, you've seen the trailer. Your thoughts on this? Is it going to make you watch it come August 26th on Prime Video?
This is a very different Samaritan from the one I know. Samaritan I know is from Astro City. He's the Superman analog.
Right. So they did the same.
Actually, Sylvester Stallone still looks the part for him in that from Astro City Samaritan.
Yeah. So that's why I was looking at that. I was like, I don't remember it that much. I do remember his arch enemy was Nemesis, but I'm not saying that. I'm not sure if that's him or
no, that's Bill Valentine.
Okay, thank you. I was gonna say if that's a deviation of him or how they're going with it. They're not really giving a lot, but definitely gonna watch. I know I'm definitely gonna watch August 26th because I definitely want to see it. And plus, Sylvester Stallone, he doesn't really put out bad movies. He does.
Well, I mean, there is Over the Top.
Oh no! There will be no slander over the top. There will be no slander. Lincoln, hey, Hawk trucking is still allowed. There will be no slander.
I mean, I'll give it a shot. I know I'm busy that weekend because BotCon is going on that weekend.
Oh, that's right. That is exactly
I
right.
gotta go do a Transformers convention and convince myself not to spend over $200.
Good luck with that. I said
I know. You get to go meet Frank Welker, so you know.
Cool, but no, I'm
no, it looks fine. He just looks like it seems like generic story. Honest to God, and I'll say this, and I hope this doesn't break you on this one. This looks like a better version of Steel.
No, agreed. I mean,
he's got the suit, he's got the hammer.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Honest to God, if they could still do it, I Honestly, and if Henry Cavill would be down, I would like to see Henry Cavill take on Sylvester Stallone and let Stallone be Hank Henshaw.
You might want to trademark that idea.
It's like Cyborg Superman.
Yeah,
that actually wouldn't be that bad.
Yeah, I mean, they got Snyder's not part of it anymore. It actually is a pretty good idea. But now that I think about it, it's like, dang, just how can I can see that. I can definitely see that. But before we get to the Marvel side of things, there is a teaser trailer for John Wick Chapter 4. If you're like me, I am looking forward to this. But the trailer, it's a teaser trailer. It's about 1 minute and 5 seconds, but still.
I still need to see 1, 2, and 3. So
wow, you would love it. It is gun fu. It is gun fu at its finest. But really quickly, here's the trailer for John Wick Chapter 4.
Have you given any thought to where this ends? The table will never stop. You know this. No one, not even you, can kill everyone.
You ready, John?
Yeah.
I am looking so forward to March 24th.
So this is the Raid Redemption version.
You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's because you haven't seen chapters 1, 2, and 3. All of them play like this, but they all seem to top each other.
Are they as good as Hard Boiled?
Same level.
Okay, I'm down.
Same level. I'll put it that way. Same level. At least watch chapter 1. If chapter 1 grabs you, 2 and 3, they just pretty much up the ante. But no.
How graphic is the dog death?
Oh, dogs on.
How graphic? I know about the dog, but how graphic is this?
Oh, you don't see it.
Okay, then that's acceptable. These terms are acceptable.
Yeah, you won't see what happens to the dog. I will say that you will not see what happens to the dog. But no, it is again one of my favorite gun fu series of all time, and you definitely should watch chapter 1. At least watch chapter 1. But chapter 4, because it is going to be so over the top that I just cannot wait for next year. But with that being said, we are going to go ahead and get to the meat and potatoes of this. We did talk about DC and that they had an okay showing, but Marvel, woo! How can we say? I know we said this earlier, Joe. Marvel curb stomped everybody.
I get a Thunderbolts movie.
Yeah, I mean everybody. If you've been under a rock, what happened this past Saturday? Basically, Kevin Feige came out and said, "Watch me work." The screen that you see right there is the Phase 5 that they showed for Quantum Mania coming out February 17th. Secret Invasion coming out spring of 2023. Guardians of the Galaxy will be coming out in May of 2023. Echo will be a series on Disney Plus that'll be coming out. Loki Season 2 will be coming out summer of 2023. The Marvels will be coming out July 29th of 2023. Marvel's Blade will be coming out November 2nd, 2023. In the fall of 2023 comes out Disney Ironheart on Disney Plus. Agatha Coven of Chaos will be out winter 2023/2024. So there's a little bit of a style there. And of course, two of my personal favorites in spring 2024, Daredevil Born Again will be coming out, and it will be given 18 episodes, the longest series ever given on Disney Plus thus far.
We should temper people's expectations. We are not going to get hour-long episodes out of this.
Probably not. We're probably going
to get 30 to 45-minute episodes apiece.
Probably so. Of course, in May 3rd of 2024, Captain America, The New World Order. So Sam Wilson will get his first standalone movie as Captain America. And of course,
sweet.
And of course, to Joe's delight and mine, because I know he's looking forward to this one. July 20, is it 28th or 25th? You remember what they said?
I can't see something that small.
I'm gonna go on a limb and say 28th. If I'm wrong, I'll correct it later.
Click the picture.
Oh, I can't blow it up. That's about as big as it gets.
No, you try opening it up in a new tab.
Thank you. So July, it was right. So July 26, 2024, Marvel's Thunderbolts comes out. Which again, I didn't think they would do it because of the late passing of William Hurt, who played Thunderbolt Ross in the series. I didn't think
one incarnation. He has nothing to do with that name.
But I'm just saying, I didn't think they'd do it. I'll be honest with you, because he basically played General Ross, I thought they would kind of tie him into that because of what the MCU is. But again, I'm not mad about it because they've been kind of putting the roots around the Thunderbolts almost in every series. We saw it in The Falcon and Winter Soldier. We saw it in Hawkeye. We saw it in there was another series I'm missing that was also that.
We'll probably see it in She-Hulk.
Well, probably see it in She-Hulk. But we're gonna see Daredevil everywhere. So again, that is a plus. But
Daredevil is like the new Robert Downey Jr. for this this coming phase.
Yeah,
they did say phase 6. If we have that.
Yeah. Yep, get into it now. Now I know I can kind of make them bigger. I'm old. There we go. So with phase 6, which he also did announce, now keep in mind there are many dates across that board, but November 8th of 2024, we will see the Fantastic Four's entry into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Of course, you see that. I'm sorry, what you said, John?
So they did confirm something in Fantastic Four is we will be seeing Spider-Man in Fantastic Four.
Okay, so did they say Tom Holland Spider-Man, or
it is just confirmed that Spider-Man is making an appearance in Fantastic Four? Something tells me that movie beforehand is going to be the Spider-Man movie that involves the black suit. Spidey's got to go to the Fantastic Four to see what's going on with the black suit.
Yeah.
And then somewhere in here is another Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
Or Secret Wars where he loses the black suit.
Possibly. Because there are some dates. Fall 2024 has a date. Winter 2024 has a date. 2021 or 2025 has a date. Spring 2025 has a date. We do know May 2nd of 2025, we will see Avengers again and the Kang Dynasty. So we will be seeing at least one introduction of Kang the Conqueror. We already know we're going to see him in Quantumania, the next Ant-Man movie. There are blank spaces for summer 2025. And of course, November 7th of 2025, we will see Avengers Secret Wars. So Marvel came out the gate guns blazing and telling us. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying that they came out the gate for phases 5 and phase 6. There is a lot of speculation, of course, about the next Spider-Man movie. We do know that if they still play the same things, we will get Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1 sometime next year. So we will see that animated movie. But yeah, there's still a whole lot of spaces there. But the fact of everything that's announced, Marvel just came in there and as Joe eloquently put it, curb stomped everybody at Comic-Con. What are you going to say, Joe?
Some of these spaces will be filled in soon. I have a feeling they're not going to put him here. They're going to put him in D23, which is the second week of next September.
Yeah, because a lot of people were talking about Armor Wars and something else missing.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a Moon Knight in there. The other thing I noticed is a lot of people are assuming that it's just going to be Doctor Doom and the Fantastic Four. Mm-hmm. Guys, Kang Dynasty is coming down the corner. I guarantee you their villain's going to be Ramatut.
Wouldn't be surprised, but
or a team up between the two.
Yeah, I can see that because they've done it before, so that's not beyond realm of possibility.
Or they'll even combine it and say like they meet Doom and Doom's trying to raid the tomb of Ramatut.
And that's I see what you're saying. I can go with that. But with that being said, I'm sorry, what were you gonna say?
Do we want to go and try this thing that I found?
Not yet. Hold on to that thought. Hold that thought before we all take that wonderful journey together. Hold that thought. So anyway, there are some trailers that did get covered. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna say the Black Panther trailer because it's gonna be kind of rough. It's gonna be a little rough to watch. What do you say, Joe?
We do need to make acknowledgement that the guy from I can't remember his name for the life of me. The guy that played the main field leader in Peacemaker. Walked the aisles in this high evolutionary costume.
Yes, and he looked great. I can't think of his name to save my life right now. He was the guy that played Moore in Peacemaker, but I cannot think of his name.
He played
Mern. There we go. So, yeah, he looked great as a high evolutionary. I thought that was great. But, yes, we are going to start with She-Hulk first because if you've seen the Black Panther movie, we're going to need a moment. But
that's not true. That's just a celebration.
True, but She-Hulk is going to be freaking great because that's the next Disney Plus show coming up, and of course they did release a new trailer for it.
So, go ahead.
No, what are you gonna say?
So I noticed 3 cameos in here that no one's talking about. When I watched the She-Hulk trailer again today in slow-mo.
Okay.
When we get there, we'll get there.
All right, I'll let you call it.
She-Hulk! 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 She-Hulk!
It's true. I am a Hulk.
And action!
Jennifer Walters is an attorney who has accidentally taken in the Hulk's blood and has become
like a chick Hulk. A She-Hulk? Exactly.
She-Hulk, attorney at law.
That's got a nice ring to it.
That name better not stick.
There's something so surreal and so funny about a giant 6'7" Hulk in the courtroom.
It was about putting a real human being into these absurd situations.
It's just like as cool and edgy as we can get away with. Girl, your ass looks crazy right now.
It's something that you think you knew, which is law shows, and something that you think you know, which is Marvel shows, smashed together.
This show is so much fun.
It all has this tongue-in-cheek, self-referential thing going on.
In the comics, she broke the fourth wall and was super meta.
Just want to make sure that you don't think this is one of those cameo every week type of shows. Well, except Bruce. And Blonsky. And Wong.
She spent all this time becoming a lawyer, and this idea of being a superhero is not appealing to her.
Being a superhero is a trial by fire.
Oh, I'm not a superhero. I just want to be a normal, anonymous lawyer.
There is no going back to what you were before. Who's gonna protect the world if not people like you?
This is expanding the definition of what a Marvel Studios production can be.
This is a radical, revolutionary show.
Can we get some shots, please? It's an emergency.
Okay, so that was actually the featurette, not the trailer, so I apologize. But Joe, while I get the trailer, Joe, what are you gonna say?
So I did spot the 4 best Nimrods in for low-level henching.
Okay.
We have the Wrecking Crew in this.
Because I was trying to find, I thought I had that, and that was the wrong.
Did you catch him?
Oh no, I'm sorry. What were you saying? I
said, did you catch the Wrecking Crew?
No, I missed it.
They're the ones that were like doing the kung fu moves.
Oh.
Like they show a little bit more prominently because I noticed the purple ball and chain, and then someone had a blue glowing crowbar. It's like, oh my god, they did it! They finally put the idiots of Asgard in here.
But I do love the fact you get to see Tim Roth again as Abomination.
Oh, God bless! I love that. He
was cool. The fact that you see Wong, and Wong is going to be prevalent in a lot of stuff. I can already see that.
Well, Phase 4 is just Phase Wong.
Yeah, I mean, well, he is the Sorcerer Supreme for now. But are we ready to see what this Paul Rudd thing is? Because Joe had brought this up, and Paul Rudd has released something We're not sure what it is. Frankly, I should sound concerned, but we've done blind watchings before, and I'm gonna let Joe. Joe found it, so as soon as he gets this thing ready, we're just gonna watch it, and yeah. Oh, he's got it up.
Okay, so to preface this, Paul Rudd put out a tweet and goes, "Hey guys, I'm releasing a trailer. Some people got to see it at San Diego Comic-Con. This is a scene with myself, my daughter, I forget actress's name, Thatcher, and Hope as we meet Kang for the first time." Then he goes like this, "I haven't seen it. Will hasn't seen it.
Right.
Let's see what happens." God damn it.
Nothing good. This is worse than Rickroll.
He doesn't just.
We should not be laughing at this. We should not be laughing at this.
God damn it.
We should not be laughing at this. Well played, Paul Rudd.
He does it to Conan O'Brien for 20 years.
Oh,
he even did this to him on the podcast.
Oh, wow. The moment I saw that, is it bad that as soon as I saw that, I'm like, not making Oh, well done, Paul Rudd. Well done.
He has legit played that clip for Conan O'Brien for 20 years.
Oh, man. He
even did on the Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend podcast, and it is a non-visual podcast. It does not work, and he gets us here.
All I can say is well done. He got us all. But, that was, God. Okay. So, the last trailer we got, guys, again.
Let me see if I can find the She-Hulk 2 trailer.
Yeah, well, you go ahead and find it. I'll go ahead and play Black Panther. So, while he's finding the She-Hulk trailer, the actual one that we wanted to show, my bad. As Joe put this is a celebration. This trailer for Black Panther Wakanda Forever is more of a celebration for the late Chadwick Boseman. It is a tearjerker, so again, we still want to give it its due and play as we look forward to Wakanda Forever.
No woman, no cry. No woman, no cry. Hey, little darling, don't shed no tear. No woman, no cry. Good friends we have and good friends we've lost along the way. In this great future, you can't forget your past. So dry your tears, I say. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright now. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be.
I am queen of the most powerful nation in the world, and my entire family is gone. Have I not given everything?
Everything's gonna be alright. 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 And when I wake up.
Now, like I said, guys, it is a lot. Again, you did see a lot of tribute to the late Chadwick Boseman. You did actually see, again, and also another thing I did want to point out very quickly. Hang on a second. I think I'm going to start playing without me. So, literally and figuratively, I have, what I really want to point out about this, about Black Panther Wakanda Forever that we see. First and foremost, there's the thing about boycott. Let's kill that. The whole boycott in Black Panther because they didn't want to recast T'Challa. Kevin Feige said T'Challa was not going to be recasted. This has already been said and done, and that there seems to be this growing movement to recast him. Let it go. They've already made the decision. It's not going to go beyond that point. Boycotting such a movie that had a lot of production behind it, a lot of hype behind it, and again, the first Black Panther was great. It would be a disservice not to see the second one, especially because we want to see what they do. I mean, me and Joe have talked about this before about where they go to for Black Panther. Unfortunately, now that Boseman has passed, we did talk about the recasting of T'Challa, and the next important question. Who else is going to don the mantle of Black Panther now? I myself, and I've said this before, and I'll say this again, I thought that Shuri was too early. It would be too early for Shuri to don the mantle because if you did that, then it's almost like having the first story of Black Panther be told all over again. But now with the introduction of Namor, the Submariner, and the fact that that's being introduced to the MCU, or we're going to get introduced to the underwater world of, it starts with a T, and I can't remember the name of it right now.
Look.
I'll go with that because it sounds close. But we're getting introduced to that to that city, and we're getting used to it. We're getting introduced to an anti-hero. So, and again, I want to see where it goes from here. Now, we can all speculate. We all can speculate who is in the Panther suit at the end. Now, I'm going to be honest because someone sat there and said, if you look at when Kendrick Lamar says, when I wake up, and you see Black Panther's claws come out, and of course you see the gold and black accents, a lot of people either believe that either it's Killmonger waking up, because technically Killmonger, Michael B. Jordan's character, technically didn't die at the end of Black Panther. You did see him fall over, but again, like most things, did you see a body? And it wasn't beyond the fact of the matter that they could have still saved him. But that is the theory that people are saying that Killmonger has, awakened and has donned the mantle. And if so, they have to explain that story because Killmonger was still about destroying Wakanda, not actually helping it. But again, to me, that's like, let's just wait till November because I am definitely going to go see it. It just looks great, especially what they're doing. And again, every time I see Angela Bassett, I just want to say this all the time. You should have been Storm. You should have been Storm. You are literally the voice of Soul. How in the world did we do such a disservice? That's just me. But what do you think, Joe?
I'm of two minds about this. I am definitely not boycotting this movie, but even Boseman's brother said the family is fine if they recast because Chadwick understood that he was not bigger than Black Panther.
Right.
Do I think they should recast? No, but I do understand why a lot of people want them to recast it. But guys, this is not the time to recast it. The time to recast this is Secret Wars.
And not to mention
this is the new Secret Wars, not the old one from the 70s where Hulk is holding up a mountain. This is the culmination of the variants versus the mains.
But that's the key part. Not to cut you off, but that's the key part right there. It's a multiverse saga, so you will actually get. What I was explaining to people on TikTok, you'll get exactly what you want in due time because it's not just telling it from one universe. We're telling it from multiple ones. So who's not to say that we won't get a variant?
The Killmonger Black Panther suit, it may not even be that Killmonger. It could be a Killmonger variant.
There you go.
I mean, I believe Killmonger's dead, but I'm also the one that called Stripe being slammed into a pillar and him being dead. I was like, he ain't dead. It's like, no, that man dead.
Yeah, you did call it.
To quote Family Guy, I says he dead.
Yeah, I mean, he got kicked, and I mean, dang, it's like he's still he's dead.
Yes. So because of a lot of different things, I don't know who owns the rights to the term Atlantis right now. I figured it would have been Disney with Atlantis Lost Kingdom, but God only knows what's going on right now. So the kingdom is called Talocan.
Thank you.
Talocan. It's still Namor. It is, I don't know if it's derived from Mayan or Incan.
Incan.
And, I'm down even more. That just means I can sit there and make all the Emperor's New Groove jokes as this movie is going. I just need, somebody to be Namor's henchman and just go pull the lever. So, furthermore on this, I don't mind it. I cannot wait for it. I honest to God think their Namor design is fantastic. I see this movie already being done in segments because Angela Bassett says she has lost all her family.
Yeah.
So that means that this part of this movie is going to be pre-blip.
Mm-hmm.
Part of this movie is going to be post-blip because Shuri's going to come back because I guess she got blipped.
Yeah, she got blipped.
She got blipped, so she's going to come back. It's like, well, where's my brother? It's like, he came back, but he also died.
Yeah.
Riri Williams being here, I guess she is gonna be one of those kids from the Wakanda Institute in Cleveland.
I would think so. That would explain her Ironheart story.
I mean, and I guess Shuri brings her along because they are gonna be super best friends.
Yep.
I hope to God she is written better than what she initially was when they first introduced her. I hope to God.
It's Kevin Feige. We can trust. Have faith. Have faith. Have faith in him.
There's just a lot to take in. I know they have already translated Wakandan to translate that mural, and I believe it is the king is within us all, and also the Panther.
Yeah.
Or at least that's a loose translation. I can't remember verbatim.
Actually, I forgot somebody on Instagram actually has the whole thing, and I should have actually had that up. Where they
I'm looking forward to it. I think this is going to be every bit as spectacle as the first one was, both visually and in story-wise.
Mm-hmm.
I also think there are going to be a ton of anime references because this man loves his Dragon Ball.
Of course. If there's an alter ego, I'm not going to be mad. There's an alter ego reference. I'm really not going to be mad.
I mean, Kong was just when Ryan Coogler directed Kong.
Mm-hmm.
Those scenes at night were just Son Gohan in the valley.
Pretty much.
Oh, he says it verbatim in the thing.
Oh, he did? Oh,
yeah.
Okay, never mind.
In between going, you know what I'm saying, at least 58 times during the commentary track. I really can't speak to it as much as other people. That's because I'm a little Italian Asian dude, so there are nuances that I just will not speak to because I am not the right person to speak of it. But as a comic book lover, I am most definitely looking forward to this film.
Yeah, come November, it is definitely going to be quite the thing. But again, thank you. I'm sorry.
The other thing I'm looking forward to, and I know, I'm sorry. The other thing I'm looking forward to in this is where does this take place in the grand scheme of things? Because this movie seems to be in multiple sections. Like we established it's pre-blip, but we're also got some stuff like that underwater earthquake that Dora Milaje say in Endgame. We're taking care of that. Don't worry about it.
That's a really good question. I want to say they're covering it because they're telling you from the Wakandan. They're telling you from Wakanda's side. Maybe it is catching up post Endgame up till now.
Yeah, because the original Black Panther movie was also an in-betweener movie.
Right. It was in between the Infinity Saga story. So no, you're exactly right. I don't know. But come November, it's going to be interesting to find that out. But Thanks to Joe, because he actually found the right trailer for She-Hulk. So let's actually give it its due justice, because the first beginning of She-Hulk reminds me of my siblings when I used to mess with them, and all I can say is I understand. Let's try that again.
Wow! Jesus, what the hell, man?
Still in control, no overwhelming feelings of rage.
No! A normal amount of rage!
You do revert back to Gen form when you sleep.
Was the air horn really necessary?
For comedy, absolutely. This is a multi-year journey you're about to embark on.
Yes.
Yeah. Who's your best friend?
Nikki.
Spandex. Spandex is your best friend. Being a Hulk asks for balance. You have so much more to learn. Yes!
So I'm clearly nailing it at all these things.
If you want to go back to life as a lawyer, I respect that.
He doesn't mean that.
More and more eccentric superhumans are coming out of the woodwork. We're going to launch a division for them. And I want the She-Hulk to be the face of it.
Jennifer Waters. Namaste.
I have a serious conflict of interest. This man tried to kill my cousin, Bruce.
Yeah, that's quite all right.
Oh. People only care because I'm representing Emil Blonsky.
I think they care because they're like, hey, that girl's green.
Jen, do your thing.
God, I really like this outfit.
I'm not proud of this.
Miss Walters, we answer to a higher power. Our universe is on the edge of a precipice.
I am a lawyer. We do things by the book.
The Book of Ashanti.
No, the Book of American Laws.
Whether you like it or not, you're now a superhero.
Let's do this. You know that friend you had in high school who was way cooler than you were, attractive, got all the attention from everyone? Hello.
I think I'm jealous. Is that what I'm feeling?
Let's just be honest. That's Daredevil.
Oh, you know,
that's all it is. That's Daredevil.
They have confirmed that MCU Daredevil is yellow suit Daredevil.
Mm-hmm. But no. But again, that's the trailer I meant to show. So again, guys, my apologies on that. She-Hulk does start August 17th, which from now I think it's about 2.5 weeks from now. Yeah. If I've got my math right, yeah.
So did you see the Wrecking Crew this time?
Yeah, I did see it this time. Did
you see the Ghost Rider appearance?
Yes. I kind of had to go back. I actually have it on my other screen. I actually had to rewind it back to double check that. But yeah, I did see that. But August 17th is when She-Hulk Attorney Law comes out. Again, I'm looking forward to it. This like Disney Marvel came out both barrels swinging. And of course, they are giving us all the content we can handle, but August 17th is definitely going to be interesting. But any thoughts besides what you saw in the trailer,
the things that comic book people have already had to be summoned upon in various groups for. One, Jen is not replacing Bruce. Even when created, Jen didn't replace Bruce. Bruce was very prominent and still is prominent. Mm-hmm. Two, Professor Hulk is the second weakest Hulk there is.
But the fact his right arm is completely healed does say that his healing process was slower post in-game.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's because he's Professor Hulk.
Yeah.
So Professor Hulk is one of the weakest Hulks. The only one that's weaker than him is Joe Fixit, which is why he's still Ben Grimm's favorite version of the Hulk, because it's the only Hulk Ben can beat.
He can beat. The only Hulk he can beat.
There's a lot of stuff going on with Jen with the fourth wall breaking. She was doing it before Deadpool.
True.
Like, that was actually her primary shtick, was she fourth wall broke.
Yeah.
She talked to John Byrne quite a bit. The Wrecking Crew. The idiots of Asgard, as I like to call them. They're not Asgardian, but they somehow lucked their way into Asgardian enchanted weapons. And became slightly above Hammerhead's personal goons.
Yeah, I mean, it's prestigious.
I mean, at least Fancy Dan could probably hold his own more than these guys.
I'm glad they're all in therapy. Have to see them all.
We do get to see some other people. We do see Mentor and one other guy who's a She-Hulk character from the Dan Slott run.
You kind of lost me on that one. I'm a little faint on that one.
It was when they were talking, the dude with like the horns sticking out of his head sitting there.
Yeah, it'll come to me later. I know what you're talking about. I can't think of
That's
his name.
Mentor. The other one's another character.
Yeah.
So, like, we're going to see a whole lot of stuff. Like you said, the featurette showed that, yes, she's going to be fourth wall breaking too. It's just a lot of people are already starting to say, well, this was done first, this one did first. Like, no, she was the first to do this.
Yeah, but again,
or at the very least, she was more prominent at that point. Deadpool did not really talk fourth wall at that point.
They didn't let Deadpool go to the level that he's at right now. I'm sorry, not that he's at right now, but maybe about a year after that. I would say a year and a half after that they let him go full throttle. But no, I see your point. But yeah, but that's actually the entire thing of the San Diego Comic-Con as far as from DC and Marvel, because there was other news, especially from other things more toys that were released. Again, we did cover that last Friday. Definitely check our YouTube videos to see that. But overall, Joe was right. D23 is coming up, which means that that's pretty much Disney's showcase. Because a lot of people did say there were some things missing from this panel. Armor Wars was definitely missing. So
there was actually a lot missing, even from the Phase 4 slate. Like, they had no Moon Knight on there. And I heard one of the other big comic book shows, like, well, it's because they don't care about Moon Knight. It's like, no, there was other stuff missing. Like, the She-Hulk wasn't on that slate either.
Right. So it's a lot of stuff that actually is coming up. But I wonder, but that actually might come up on the Disney 23. That's why I still have hope for Armor Wars. We already know that James Rhodes is he's still going to show up in other movies. But
I mean, he's no longer the voice of Donald Duck, so he's got nothing to do.
Yeah, it is true. But like I said, I'm looking forward to it because come D23 to see what actually goes on with that. But aside from some other news, Joe, we got anything else before we move on to comics?
Yep. Give me a second. We got this coming up.
Oh, hang on. Oh, yes. Go ahead and tell him, Joe.
So we got Kumite in Nashville coming up at the end of October. This is going to be at the Farm Bureau Expo Center, which just held a KaiCon, which was very fun. Also,
yes.
With COVID. Yeah, that boded well.
That timing was terrible. I just left the con.
Sorry. So this is a fighting game tournament. I have broken out Mortal Kombat XL to try and practice my Ermac. I can still get my 26% combo off of one bar after some minor practice. Street Fighter is going to be there and some other stuff. No, pretty sure KOF 15, Guilty Gear Stride, Dragon Ball Fighter Z. Everybody is welcome. Entry has not gotten put up yet. I hope to be able to enter. I'm not sure, but I am competent in fighting games. We'll put it that way. I'm not an amateur, but I'm certainly not exactly Justin Wong level here. Or Maximilian Dude, I'm kind of like in the mid tiers. I'm decent. I know how to play the game. So I'm going to go and give it a shot and see what happens.
I've got it pulled up over here. I'm looking at the list. I was like, can I go back and try? Because I really October 28th through 31st. I'm sorry, October 28th through 30th. Sorry, but still, I was like, I want to be where the people are. I want to be. You know what? I could probably put that down because I know, Joe. You said you were going to enter it in, right?
I'm going to try to.
Because I'm going to be honest, I think if I can get Vaughn to go with us, I think I figured out our video issue. I think I solved our video problem.
Oh, there you go.
If I can get Vaughn to go with us, and if I can convince Shadow to go with us, I think we solved our video problem. But yeah, I want to play. See, I miss video game tournaments. I miss them with a passion. And this is 3 months is enough to get me back in fighting shape. I can live with that. I just have to convince my fiance to let me play for 5 hours uninstructed every other day. But yeah, y'all hold for me on that one. But what else you got, Joe?
No, that's pretty much it. This is the biggest thing. I mean, we got BotCon coming up in Nashville.
Oh, for all those that don't know what BotCon is, you want to let them know, Joe?
I'm just going to bring it up.
That works. You know what, honey? I know you're watching this. I'm going to go with Joe to Lebanon on October 28th to the 30th. So I'm just letting you know now. I'm pretty sure there's nothing we have planned on that. I just want to let that be known because I think that falls on a weekend. So, it does fall on a weekend. Last weekend in October. Okay, sweet. So, I'm definitely doing that. I'm sorry, Joe.
Oh yeah. So BotCon is. Oh yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
Hang on, that's my birthday month. Your birthday's on the. You know what? We're not having this discussion over open podcast. Go ahead, Joe.
So, anyways, yeah, BotCon was the former Hasbro official Transformers convention. Recently, BotCon broke away from Hasbro. They're doing their own thing. They're traveling around, and they are going to Nashville. I will be going. I could meet Frank Welker. I can meet Greg Berger, who was the original Grimlock. Mm-hmm. I can meet the man who designed every Transformers profile, Bob Budiansky. The original Black Arachnia voice actress, Simon Furman. They just announced David Kaye, so I could possibly meet Beast Wars Megatron and animated Optimus Prime, animated Grimlock, and Cyberverse, or whatever that one is, Armada Megatron. Also, this guy. Also, Garudamon.
But the merch they're gonna have there is gonna be nuts.
Oh yeah, no, the badges are already like $100, so
Oh, that's not bad. I was expecting higher. That's not bad at all. I can actually live with that.
You can find out that exactly right here.
Oh yeah, that's not bad. $100 for a badge? That's not bad at all.
General admission is $45, $45, $45. Or VIP premium or 4-day weekend badge is $100. I'm down.
See,
I'm going to go and chill and probably stay until the vendor room closes. Try not to buy a bunch of stuff. I'm probably just going to buy Stunticon stuff.
I can say that, but if I go, I'm at least spending about a good $300. When's my birthday? Your birthday is October the 18th. Yes, I know. It's definitely not like the 15th you were about to say. I wasn't going to say the 15th. I was going to say the 18th. I mean, but it still doesn't beat Kumite. Kumite still is 2030. That's still 10 days past your birthday. I'm just going to point that out, Miss October the 18th. But I'm sorry, Joe.
Birthday month. If she wants to do it, do it.
Birthday month. What kind of mess birthday month? Men don't do birthday month. You know what, Joe? What else we got?
What was the other thing? We got Columbia Comic-Con coming up in September. Mm-hmm. I believe it's the weekend of September 17th. I've gone to this multiple times. It's just a fantastic, tiny little con. Super nice, very friendly, great for like people looking for single issues and whatnot. Hopefully I'll be able to finish out my Kyle Rayner run in single issues at that point.
Nice.
I just plan on going because it's such a fun time.
Okay, that's cool. But that's definitely good to know. I'm sorry, the Kumite thing is still stuck in my back of my head. I just have to just find some time to practice. But now that we got that news out of the way, so as Joe is queuing up the comics, guys, let you know, just to go ahead and tell you off the bat, while he's getting that queued up, guys, always remember, definitely support your local comic book stores. Ours is Rick Comic Book City. Has 3 locations here in Tennessee, especially Middle Tennessee. 1 in Fort Campbell, 1 in Clarksville, of course, the other one in Donaldson. Definitely go out and support if you can. They are voted the #1 comic book store in Nashville, so definitely check them out. And also, if you do not have a comic book store near you, you can always go to a local library. Libraries do carry the most up-to-date mangas, anime, and of course multimedia. And for the price of $1, you can get a library card and still be able to enjoy all of the written content to your heart's pleasure. So definitely support your local libraries, support your local comic book stores, because trust me, without them, we would still be in the dark ages. But let me know when you're ready, Joe.
Also, remember right now, it's early voting month in Nashville. Please go vote.
Oh, yes, please. Above all else, go vote. Be active. Oh, okay, I see it. All right.
Didn't know Casey was Supergirl. Yeah. So first off, we got Robin number 16. This is written by Josh Williamson, art by Roger Cruz, and inks by Norm Rapond. The long and short of this one is Lord Deathman has come to the island that Robin now runs because he now, I think, legally owns the Mortal Kombat Island.
Yes, he legally owns.
So him and Connor Hawk are just chilling out, being bros there, and Lord Deathman is saying all these horrible things about Flatline, so they have to go investigate. Go to Tokyo, run into Super Batman, who is a Japanese superhero there, who has a much more distinguished Japanese hero name than he does an American hero name.
Yep.
And she's just like, nah, I'm good. This is a trap, by the way. He's trapped you. And then we see the ew and how of Robin's grandma, Mother Soul, making out with Lord Deathman.
Yeah, that was a little weird. That was a little weird. But again, also not forget the Demon's Fist coming to the island and being like, "Oh yeah, so we're cool with you, but we just need a place to hang out. We just heard this was a safe haven. Yeah, come on over." But before you do, you mind watching the island while I go chase down Lee? And it's always what she says, your help always comes with a price, just like your grandfather. Damn, that was kind of bad. But no, it was a good issue. The whole thing of Lord Deathman just kind of, if there's anybody I wish they could self-narrate in this issue, it would be him. Just because I just want to see what he comes up with when he thinks his thoughts can be heard. But the whole Mother Soul angle was different. I wasn't expecting her to be the snitch, but I liked it though. I liked it. I really did.
Yep. This was pretty good. There was not a whole lot of DC this time around. This is just another one of those weeks where it's more Marvel and Indies than it is DC.
Yeah.
Bouncing over to Marvel, we have Amazing Spider-Man number 6, with this being the legacy number of the 900th issue of Amazing Spider-Man. This is written by Zeb Wells, art by Ed McGuinness. Thank God it's not John Romita Jr.
Not the weird, the weird
blockheads.
The weird drawing. That's what I called it.
Like, I just don't like John Romita Jr. drawing Spider-Man. Everybody looks like a Lego figure.
You ain't lying, though.
Inkers on this one are Mark Morales, Ed McGuinness, Wade Vaughn, Garbadger, and Cliff Rathburn. This is just Spider-Man ruining his own surprise party. Doc Ock's Octo Arms come and fetch him because the Sinister Six has been kidnapped by the living brain who's constructed the Sinister Super Adaptoid, I think is what it was.
Yeah, Super Adaptoid. You're right.
Yeah. My favorite part on this is that Anna Markroff, Anna, who was originally a main character during the Superior Spider-Man run in both of them as Otto's interest, even flat out says, we need to make sure Otto's okay. As much as I hate it, that man is my backup plan.
Damn. It's just, ooh. That she was questionable. She was questionable throughout the whole issue.
Well, she was the driving factor of Otto bettering himself.
True.
And Otto generally does love her. It's just one of those super weird things. My favorite part is Black Cat getting really, really like super protective and really jealous of Mockingbird every time Mockingbird would try to step in and try to help.
Mm-hmm. It's like, what exactly are you supposed to do? It's like, dang, you went from being just, teasing to like pull up. Just it was almost like a pull up moment.
It's like, I am Peter's bodyguard. We don't need your help. She's like, oh, okay, yeah, sorry.
Although the whole thing about the tentacles killed me. I was like, why do I get Lassie vibes? It's like,
yeah, they are even like not going to kill Peter anymore because they actually like Peter.
It's like they bonded. It's like, where's Otto Boy? Where did he fall down the well? I was like of all levels of pay. But he had to be thankful though. The tentacles did save his life from the ultra living brain. So he definitely did owe his life to them.
Yeah, this was a fun first story. The second story is not too bad either.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit more forgettable. The worst story out of all this is the insert Jimmy Kimmel.
Yes, that was horrendous.
Yeah, that was just not good. So, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's certainly an interesting way to celebrate the 900th issue of Spider-Man.
Plus, the Sinister Seven title just threw everybody off.
Yeah, that really confused everybody. I like that Sandman even is like, I'm not really sure we're villains at the moment. I'm a villain. I was a beach until last week.
Sandman was like, I'm not even his whole thing. I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to be here. That whole level.
I don't think we're bad. I'm a bad guy anymore. I think I was just a beach last week, and me and Spider-Man are chill. Shut up, Brent.
That was too funny. It was like, I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to be here. Oh man, no, it was good. It was. I mean, yeah, the third story with Jimmy Kimmel was forgettable, but no, those first two stories, I mean, they did make the issue. So 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Moving on over to Strange. This is issue 4. We have a problem because Umar comes, so Clea's mom comes to visit, which leads to immediate shenanigans. We also deal with Mark Spector's dead brother coming back from the dead, resurrected as Shadow Knight, which is an actual character. But also the people that were fighting Clea in the first couple of issues came back and have resurrected a demon, and Clea's fighting Shadow Knight while Umar just goes and has fun at her own expense with these poor men.
That was funny. She was throwing so much shade. Wong felt so. You live here in squabbles. I should have a parlor built for you back home. Wong was like, you okay? I'm gonna take a walk. I'm taking the dog out. That look on his face was like, I can end you right now.
Like the only bad thing I don't like about this issue is that this is only a 5-issue miniseries apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is going to be concluded next issue. Because apparently the resurrected Stephen Strange, which, guys, you're not fooling anybody. We all know Harvest Man is Stephen.
Yeah.
Harvest Man is the soul of Stephen, and the next guy coming up is the body of Stephen. So you got to do the fusion dance and get Stephen Strange back.
Fusion.
They're not fooling anybody on this. It's interesting to see Shadow Knight come back.
Mm-hmm.
That was definitely something. It was cool to see that despite all their enchantments and all the level of power, Moon Knight stuff still BS's its way through every possible spell and magic there is.
That was still random bullshit. God. I'm sorry.
No, I mean, I enjoyed it. Jed McKay continues to just rock stuff he's in. His Iron Cat series is just as good as this. We're doing honorable mentions with variants. This is written by Gail Simone with art by Phil Noto. Guys, I'm not going to lie to you. I have no idea what's going on in this book. It's very hard to keep track of which Jessica Jones is the real one.
Mm-hmm.
I am purely here for the Phil Noto artwork. Because now we're dealing with normal Jessica Jones, the alternate variant of Jessica Jones, which is the lover of Daredevil, a Captain America version of Jessica Jones, and now Jessica Jones as Jewel.
It was just weird. It was
weird. It's a little hard to follow because you're not sure which one you're with half the time.
Right.
Because they don't make a good enough distinction between the two. If it wasn't for Phil Noto art, I wouldn't be recommending this. I'm really recommending this on artwork purely alone.
Yeah, but it's just the story it's all over the place. It's not like Loki where you actually look forward to it, but
yeah. Moving on over, we got Radiant Black issue 16. This is the rise of the Radiant Rogues. Weird team up, which is the Syndicate or Syndicate with the 5 instead of S.
Right.
They still got to work on that naming prospect. This is written by Kyle Higgins and Joe Clark. Art is still by Marcelo Costa. Colors by Triona Farrell. Farrell,
yeah.
This was not too bad. This is also just a big setup issue, so ran a little slow, but this is the Radiant Rogues finally getting together after individually getting their butt kicked. We see that they are terrible apart, but actually pretty efficient together. I'm still not sure FaZe is the one that needs to be leading them, but, he gets his butt handed to him by pretty much every Radiant. He makes a quick appearance in Radiant Red number 5.
Yeah.
And just gets absolutely trounced. There's also a hint that there are possibly two Radiant Blacks right now. So, like I said, this ran a little slow to me, but I think it's because it's a setup issue.
It's a long way around. Both Nathan and Marshall are both Radiant Black at the same time, which I'm not mad about. I think it'll actually be great. But yeah, it was a long way to get there. But it wasn't a bad issue though.
One of them's we're just gonna slowly come up to Radiant War at this point.
Yeah.
Moving on over, we got the finale of not finale, but the finale of the first arc of Rogue Sun. This is written by Ryan Pro. Artist is still Abel. Chorus is Natalia Marks. This is a very interesting way to end the first arc because this is just who's your favorite parent during a divorce. This is what I got from this. Like, your mom killed your dad. Your dad's a disembodied ghost that wants you to kill your mom. Your mom still loves you and wanted the best for you, but she still killed your dad.
And
dad just wants you to use your ultimate attack.
Dylan's gonna have so many child issues from this, it ain't gonna be funny. There are gonna be so many issues from this one. That's like your dad. I say your mom trying to kill your dad. Your dad wants you to kill your mom. You are just trying to get out of it alive. But at first it was so odd that they have your mom in prison after a while. It's like, are you able to save your mom? Man, maybe, but for right now, we kind of have to lock her up. Damn, it's a lot. I mean, don't get me wrong, great story, but it was a lot.
Like I said, this is an interesting way to end the first arc of it. I still think it was a fantastic arc. Just really weird way to round it out. But, the story is going to keep marching forward. Pretty soon we're getting the fourth hero of the massive verse, which is Lucky Dead, who the writer is also going to be the new writer for Power Rangers once the current Death Ranger arc. So I am looking to see where that goes. I will recommend that. Of course, I'm also going to recommend Inferno Girl Red when that thing drops. But that is all the comics we got this week. Stuff marching forward. X-Men. Not a big X-Men week, finally. The new Gambit did drop, written by Chris Claremont, but I am not sure how much experience Chris Claremont has with Gambit, so...
Okay.
Is that the Punisher is still going good, but now the wife is starting to question, like, Frank, where are the kids?
oh, now that with him being the leader of the Hand and that
and Ares finally made his appearance. Like, you took my favorite disciple from me. And Frank goes like, I was never your disciple. Son, I'm the reason you hold a gun.
Dang. I have to go back and read that after. I have to go back and read that issue. But thank you, Joe, for that. So as we kind of come to a close, guys, Joe, anything you want people to know about aside from the Kumite? Because I'm going to be joining you on that one. But anything you're going to be doing this week?
This week I'm going to be doing Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Unfortunately, I can't stream that because I got a Switch.
Mm-hmm.
My Switch, I don't have anything to be able to stream my Switch to anything. Still working through Relayer. It's getting about as predictable as it can be with a Gundam series, as a not quite Gundam series. The main character's been replaced with another main character, and I'm like, okay. I don't know what suit you're getting, but okay.
Oh, God.
I'm wondering how much more I have left in that story. I dropped a new deck profile, too, for Cardfight Vanguard.
Mm-hmm.
I am doing my part in the campaign that the community is doing to remove the overtrigger from the premium side of the game. For those of you not familiar with this card game, a trigger usually gives a unit in this game or a card 10,000 power and an effect. The overtrigger gives 100 million power and 2 effects. And in premium, this is starting to become detrimental to the play because it is wildly swinging. No, it's just wildly swinging games in very negative effects.
Gotcha.
So I, like most of the community, are doing our part to make it known to Bushiroad that we need to get rid of it only in the legacy format.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, but aside from that, you can catch Joe's streams. Of course, his YouTube channel, Total Justice Gaming. Check him out on Twitch at Joe Italian last name. So definitely take him out there. As far as yours truly, guys, I know, let me not forget the other person that's also promoting us as well. Shout out to Vaughn, Big BZA that you can find him. Of course, BBZ on all socials, Devon Westman on Facebook, where you can definitely find him and his beats. And if you are interested, definitely reach out to him to actually help you out with that. Aside from that, yours truly, basically every social that's out there, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, you can find me at BlackBox447. You can definitely like and follow me there. I do post everything, of course, I review as far as video games, television shows, movies, gym stuff, because I do a couple push-ups. At the same time, guys, I am about, really promoting not only just mental health, but to really check up on people. We're all fighting our own different battles, but, if you can call on somebody, check on them, see how they're doing, you might do more than just showing that you care. You actually may save a life. At the same time, work on being a little bit nicer. I'm not asking everybody to turn into good Samaritans, but I'm just saying be kind, be decent. It takes 0 energy to be nice. It takes 100% to be a dick. So simply put, be nice. Aside from that, guys, we will be back here, back in on Friday at 8:30, same Git Bit time, same Git Bit channel. And before we call it tonight, Joe, any last words, sir?
No, I'm good. I gotta go see if I gotta find a biscuit before I kill God or something.
And for all those that are wondering, that is I can't finish the sentence.
That's a Xenoblade reference. This is how all Xeno games start. Your first mission, go get a biscuit, or go get a wrench from your friend. Your final mission in the game, go kill God. Go kill God as a robot.
He's not wrong.
I really am looking forward to Xenoblade 3 because some of these mech design choices are very, very skirting that line, and the main characters make Ava Unit 1, and we all have issues when Ava Unit 1 comes on the scene.
So just enough not to involve the lawyers?
Just enough to where we don't have to yell Shinji get in the robot.
Gotcha. Okay, well, that being said, guys, again, thank you all for watching. Please let us know your take on everything we discussed tonight. Again, we'll be back here next Friday. Aside from that, he's been Joe, I've been Will. This has been the Git Bit Podcast, guys. Please take care of yourselves and each other. We will all get through this. See you later, guys. Peace.
Bye.